like 9 in the morning right now, and I literally was just at the gym like not even 8 hours ago. I'm not kidding. I was at Powerhouse Milford 8 hours ago. So I went to bed after a long ass workout, and I'm waking up and we're working out again. The reason being is just, you know, we just had to like film. We had a time crunch because we're dropping videos every fucking Monday and Thursday. So if that means I have to wake up at 4 in the morning, I'm waking up so I can put that video out. We're getting the grind in. We're getting it done. We got some big shit to do this year. So hey, video coming right now. I'm about to fucking lift the heaviest fucking weights in this gym right now. I'm gonna find the biggest dumbbells. I'm gonna sniff them. Go up them. I'm gonna establish my dominance. I'm gonna plant these bitches on my legs. Look at all these old people here because it's Sunday morning. It's like church in there. And I'm gonna blast that shit and make them realize that they're at Powerhouse. And this used to be a hardcore gym. Even though it's full of betas now, it used to be the spot. So they need to know where they're at, you know? This is Powerhouse Novi. So fucking hardcore. You know what that means? I gotta get fucking cracked out right now. We're gonna find a nasty ass song right now. We're gonna headbang. Like one of these. Yeah, we're at a rave. Ready, Dima?
Yep.
You're in on this, so we gotta fucking put this shit up. Bro, it's so uncomfortably cold again. Like every video I have to start this with complaining about how cold it is, because it's just painful at this point. So we're gonna go on rants about it again. Yeah, we're gonna go there. We're gonna fucking say that shit, you know? I'm gonna get fucking mad about this shit because I fucking hate it. Alright, let's go. I'm done. This is the new Gorilla Shaker Cup that they're dropping. It's kind of advanced. It looks like a grenade. I think it's pretty dope compared to the last ones. The last ones were like those flimsy $5 Walmart cups, so they really did do a good upgrade. My energy is decreased by 95% as I walked in this bitch. It's like literally a senior citizen home right now. It's literally negative test in here right now. Like my test levels are dropping at a substantial rate. It's like an iPhone 6 battery right now. It's just going down fast. Like that shit's nuking. I need a charge right now. I put myself on the charger. Shit, we're gonna have to get one of those advanced wall chargers. That one speeds up the process right now. What is this in here? Who knows? Meditation center? So there's no music in the morning. It already turns the vibe down. The locker room is so quiet that I have to whisper right now. I gotta tell you guys, like, it's giving me the ick. You know, like when guys say some really cringy shit to a woman, that's how I feel inside. I feel like a woman. Alright, y'all, you know the drill. That was just drop that shit. That was kind of impressive though. You see that coordination? That was impressive. Athlete right here. Athlete, but it's spelled like AF and then like athlete. Athlete. Yep. We got the griller mode. We're gonna full send. We got 2 scoops of the Gorilla. We got the 1 scoop of the nitric. I don't give a fuck what flavor. I kind of just like mix it all up. And usually it tastes like a foreign berry that no one's discovered yet. You see that? You missed it. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. It's all over right there. Barely. They always put this in here, and I'm like, I don't know.
That's extra protein right there. That's extra protein. And test.
No, I'm kidding. I don't do that shit. You know the drill. Code Zach, 10% off. Use my code. Send me a screenshot, and I will give you a test.
What's the secret to shaking the bottle? Like, what's the best
most efficient way to shake a bottle? Well, you're weird if you're doing this, you know? This doesn't look right. So what I like to do is I like to turn it sideways, make sure it's closed, and I like to fucking... It's almost like you're like shaking like a little kid after they did something wrong, you know? Really mad, but you're not too mad, so you just give them up. I'm kidding.
If you're shaking kids like that, you got a problem.
I'm kidding. We got a little spillage going on right here. Wasn't good, man. I forgot to close the lid all the way. Don't make that mistake. It was like right here. And then I started shaking it, and it was just like, it was spilling everywhere.
What the hell is that?
What the hell is that? Wait, is that pre?
Snort, I don't know.
Come on. Is it coming off? Yeah. I must have like dipped my arm in that pre that I spilled. We just had to escape a corner of like at least 7 NPCs in the corner. The whole conversation was like this generic ass shit that like it's almost like scripted out of the book. How is the weather? Not how is the weather. How is the weather? The weather is great. Did you see that balloon in the sky the other day? Why did they shoot the balloon down? Oh, because the media said, and then they believe everything the media says. It's literally like handbook, like as if their brains were just like typing, someone was typing on a computer, and it was just like, whatever was typed, they had to say, word for word. We did get an empty corner, thank God. There's not many people here. The old people tend to like train on the other side of the gym. The dumbbells, we're in the heavy dumbbell section, so Obviously, you wouldn't see many people training over here, but that's good for us because then now I can actually slam some weights, drop the weights, not really care about my surroundings. But that's been the tough part about this gym. We don't really film in here much anymore or come here because of the, just like, it's not good for content, honestly. But we make it work. We're gonna kill our workout today, and you know, I'm just gonna act like no one else is here, just get in the zone. And for you guys who, you know, don't have the best gyms around you, because I know like not every area around the country or even around the world has a good gym. You just kind of gotta get locked in wherever you're at. Even if it's at Planet Fitness, just zone in, get fucking focused, and like attack. It doesn't matter who's here, it doesn't matter what that person's doing. The only thing that matters in that moment is you and what you're fucking doing in that moment. So get fucking intense and get after that shit. Attack. Is really fucking kicking right now, man. I took a lot of gorilla mode, like 2.5 fucking scoops, so I'm actually wired to the bone. Don't try this at home. You might die of a heart attack, but my heart's really strong, so I'm not dead. And I'm looking at this Ram out here. It's actually pretty sexy. Flash the Ram real quick.
Is that a car that you'd want to get or something like that?
I'm a truck guy, but at the same time, I'm like more so a sports car guy. And my heart's leaning towards a sports car. I think that my first car that I buy from, you know, as an adult, as a man, with my hard-earned money, because I'm leasing a car right now, I want to buy a car. I think it's going to be a sports car. I'm kind of feeling that. Even though I'm in Michigan, roads are bad, it's not optimal to have a sports car. It's just always been my dream to have like a 500 horsepower like, plus car. So,
what kind of car are you thinking about getting?
I was thinking about getting like either a Challenger or like a Tesla or a BMW 1.3. Code Zach, so I can get a fucking car. Today, what we're doing is I'm gonna do a few warm-up sets, and then my goal today is to, you know, lift the heaviest weights in here. That's why I came in here. At the start of this video, I said in the car scene where I was actually losing my shit and freaking out, I said I was gonna lift the heaviest weights, so I can't not lift the heaviest weights today. I gotta do what I gotta do. So we're gonna be going for the 130s today, because that's the heaviest weights in here. They should have more heavy weights, but they don't for some reason. You know, it's Powerhouse Gym. We think they have like 200s at least, but they don't. I guess I'm the only person that needs 130s plus here, which is kind of depressing. I kind of wish we had like a hardcore bodybuilding gym where I can just fucking send the 150s, you know? Especially on chest. Shoulders, I'm kind of maxed out at the 130s, I'm pretty sure, but on all the chest movements, I can definitely do like 180 to 100 range. So if we're ever gonna do that shit, I gotta go to like, I gotta drive an hour to either raise the bar or Royal Oak Gym. It's like these two hardcore gyms in Michigan. And you know, out here in the suburbs, it's not the most optimal. I got fucking 7, I'm cracked out. That's my PR. workouts reps. Fucking, it was a pretty good shoulder day. Like, that I hit a PR today. I was not expecting that. I kind of just expected to rep those dumbbells, but getting 7 was fucking next level. And yeah, we're gonna go home right now, just chill. And this video was kind of like, it's basic and shit, but like we got some shit planned for the next few videos. So you guys gotta stay tuned for that, because exciting shit to come. Gonna be meeting up with the twins a lot more and doing a lot of things with them. And then we also have, like, I have a traveling plan that's coming up in March. It's like a big trip and stuff, so I'm gonna take you guys along on that trip. It's gonna be fucking sick. I've never been anywhere like the place I'm going to, so can't fucking wait for that. I'm literally like so crashed right now from the pre. I think it's because I overexerted myself when I was doing my PR today, and I'm just like dead right now. Like, I think I used like everything I had, especially after lifting super late last night and then trying to lift again this morning. I just feel like shit. I feel like I need a rest, and I'm gonna go home and ice my forearm and do this Q&A right now, so I'll see you guys there. All right, yo, what's up everyone? So we are back for the Q&A, and yesterday I asked you guys on my Instagram story to drop a few questions. I asked like for a few juicy questions, you know, about life, bodybuilding, anything in general. And you guys honestly came up with some pretty good shit. So yeah, we're gonna just go over the ones that I thought were the best. There's quite a bit in here, but there's also really good questions. So I'm gonna be saying like, gonna be responding to the best ones out of the mix, and yeah, we'll start off right now. First question from Chase Carter. _Chase.Carter is my boy. He goes, is having a coach worth it? I have mixed feelings about this one. Basically, yeah, if you have the right coach, it's definitely worth your time. If you have the wrong coach, then it's not worth your time. It's all about who you choose. It's all about the quality of the coach and like how much he does for you actually, and if he actually gives, you know, a shit about you. There's a lot of coaches in the industry that are kind of just trying to make a bag off people, and those are the coaches that you want to stay away from. You want to go for a coach that is actually going to care for you, pay attention to you, and make sure that you're progressing and not just giving you some cookie cutter bullshit that, you know, he's giving to everyone else. So you want a coach that if you realize that you're making gains and you're progressing in the gym and like whatever your goal is and you're getting closer to it, that means that you have the right coach. But if you go a few weeks and you don't see any progress and you're like kind of questioning whether, you know, if the plan's working or anything, then you probably did not get the right coach. All right, question number 2. What got you started with bodybuilding? And this is from Seabass _Stolpa. So basically what got me started up in bodybuilding was I was a basketball player, and I remember I was a point guard, so I had to take care of the ball a lot. And these defenses, we play like a lot of the inner city teams, they would press really hard. So like a press is like a certain style of defense where they start playing defense before you even cross half court, and the pressure of this like press that they were doing, where they would kind of like double team you and trap you in the corner, at the time it would be really hard for me to handle the ball, because not because I was a bad ball handler, it's just that when they would bump into me, I was kind of skinny at the time and I would kind of go flying around. So to fix that problem and you know, to not fly around and lose the ball like I kind of was at times, I got into weightlifting so I could get stronger and that wouldn't happen. But I would never know that I got to where I am today through, you know, just lifting for basketball. Like, it was kind of mind-blowing to see like the transformation, because like I remember I hated working out the first month I was in there, and I was kind of forced to lift weights. I always wanted to leave the weight room, go play basketball. But over time, it got better and better, and I was like, I would see my pumps, and I remember I would start looking in the mirror, and I would see muscles that I've never seen before, and I'm like, that's when I knew I had like an addiction to working out. I'm like, this is sweet. Like, I stopped playing basketball, and I would only want to work out, and it became to the point where, you know, I had to actually try to play basketball at that point, because I was like so obsessed with lifting, and it became my life, and that's all I wanted to do. So eventually, it was like my sophomore year of high school, and I remember I was playing basketball for my high school, and I remember I would go home every day, and instead of watching basketball videos, watching the plays, learning the plays, I kind of said, screw all this. I'm like, I'm gonna watch workout videos and like fitness stuff, and I would just spend hours and hours and hours after school learning about bodybuilding and like everything you need to know, how to get bigger, like training, optimization, workouts, and like anything and everything about bodybuilding. I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed with all the fitness guys, like everything. So after a while, I kind of just like grew more in love with bodybuilding, and that was my shit. So I crossed over, and I remember I quit basketball, and I dedicated my entire time and everything, all my minutes throughout the day to just bodybuilding. Another good question from Seabass, actually. He was asking all the good ones. So we're gonna go over another one that he asked. It's, what was it like lifting with Lex in high school? And this question is kind of a good one, actually. I really like it because lifting with Lex in high school was actually amazing. It was like it kind of was like a euphoric vibe, you know, like two young, passionate kids that like were obsessed with lifting to the max. And where I went for high school, people thought it was weird for working out. At the time, TikTok was not discovered. TikTok wasn't even around, so the workout gym culture was not even a thing at the time, and it wasn't like considered like cool to work out like it is right now. Now, if you're working out, you're pretty much a sick dude. Like everyone fucks with it. It's trendy, and like no one's gonna make fun of you if you go to the gym and spend like 3 to 4 hours there or something. But when I was growing up in high school, I would spend so much time in the gym. It wasn't cool. People would wonder what I was doing in there, and like, so it was really refreshing to meet up with another kid who had the same like passion as me with working out. And Lex was that guy. So every time I would work out with him, we would just go after it. Like we had some great sessions like early on where, you know, when the cameras were off, we would just go at it and just have an amazing session. And yeah, you could just see the passion in some of those old videos. Like even though the cameras were on, we were still training hard as fuck, and like it was just nice and refreshing to have another person that shared the same love for bodybuilding and fitness as I did at that time. This guy has a pretty good question in regards to nutrition, and he says, do you think eating a good amount of sugars while maintaining your calorie intake is good for your body? And my opinion on that is it's all about control. So like if you're staying within your calorie intake, that's really good of you because a lot of people don't do that. And if you're eating a little bit more sugar than you're supposed to, that's not really bad. I think it's the people that are just overdoing it. You know, if they're drinking like multiple pop cans a day, or like instead of eating healthy carbs, they're just going for sugary carbs, like, you know, like Reese's Puffs. You know, that's their carb intake rather than like eating rice or something solid like that. Then yeah, you're gonna be making a mistake, and you know you're gonna start getting, your physique's gonna start looking sloppy whether you like it or not. Sugar just is not it for, you know, bodybuilding. You want to be eating anything that has the lowest amount of sugar, and sugar's not bad for you overall, but you just want to keep your sugar intake down. You don't want to spill over and have too much. This question is from It's Muad 68. How tall are the Trench Twins? Alright, so a lot of people come to me in the gyms around the areas and they're like, they ask this question, and it's like over and over again, people are just like, oh, like the Trench Twins, are they like 5'3", 5'2"? I'm like, dude, like, they're not even like extremely short. That's the weird thing. Like, they just look so short on camera, probably because of how big they are. Like they're very compact because of the muscle mass they carry. Trench Twins are actually 5'8". Like Chris is 5'8", I know for sure. Mikey's about 5'7". He's a little bit shorter, but they're not like 5'3" or 5'4". Like people see on camera and think that they're like actually midgets, but they're really normal height guys. Like maybe a little bit below average for a man, but they're not that short. Like if you met them in real life, you would be genuinely surprised. Like let's say you're like 5'9" and you met them, you'd be really surprised because they would be almost as tall as you, and that's the average man's height is about 5'9". Robert Schlon says, what's your relationship with Zaza? So Zaza, I think it refers to smoking weed. I don't really smoke weed. I did a little bit in high school, but right now, don't ever smoke any weed. I'll drink occasionally on the weekends, and I'll smoke cigars. That's all I do right now. That's all I kind of plan to do. I'm kind of like over the whole like smoking anything scene, like besides cigars, like because you don't actually inhale it. I just don't really want to put anything in my lungs. It's just a personal preference. I have nothing against weed. I feel like it's like really cool if you do it, and if you can have a good time with weed, then go ahead and just do it, man. Like there's nothing wrong with weed. But for me personally, I prefer just to keep things out of my lungs and just, you know, live life like that. Best way to start the gym. The gym is like, it's definitely interesting when you're starting. You're not gonna like it right away. I've never actually met someone that went into the gym the first time and was just like, wow, this is fucking amazing. It literally takes like discipline to actually like the gym. Like the first few workouts you do, the weight's gonna hurt you. It's gonna feel heavy. You're not gonna like how it feels in there. Nothing feels good when you just start lifting because like you're weak and like you have to start somewhere. But over time, as you keep training and you keep pushing, you adapt to it and you just fall in love with it, honestly, especially as you see the progress coming in. And then that's the addiction part. Like once you see results, it's like a never-ending cycle. You have to go back, you have to keep getting better, and that's the best part about the gym, is that you're never actually to the goal that you want and you keep coming back for more. Question from Ape Doff. What is your cycle? Right now I'm not on a cycle. I'm running TRT, which means 150 milligrams of testosterone, which is like basically the baseline of testosterone. And that's just enough like for you to maintain your daily functions like sex drive, overall men's health. You know, that's not even enough tests to be considered like a blast or anything or on cycle. Anything above 150 range, if you're like doing 200, 300, then you can start referring to that as a cycle. But right now I'm off cycle and we're just maintaining. I'm starting prep soon, so that's the reason why I'm trying to get healthy before I do have to start a blast in the future. But yeah, that's my current thing with like what my cycle is. Absolutely on nothing right now, and I've been on nothing for a while. Which trench twin is bigger, Mikey or Chris? Alright, so Mikey has more, they're not like, I would say that they're around the same size, honestly. I'm not going to say one's bigger. They're both big as fuck, like this bottom line, they're both big as fuck. But Mikey has more of a bodybuilder shape, whereas Chris has more of a classic physique look. It's like the difference in their like bodies, like they, although they're twins and they have similar bodies, their bodies just are different. It's like hard to explain. Like you just see Mikey's body and you look at it, you're like bodybuilder, and it's just good. Like you just know that's what he needs to compete in. You look at Chris's body, and you're like, yeah, like Chris could compete in bodybuilding. Like yeah, he could go both ways, but Chris I feel like falls more under classic, especially when he cuts down. He's gonna have even more of a classic build. But overall, like I think the more potential to become more of a mass monster would be Mikey. Just how he's growing and stuff, and like the shape of his body. I just feel like Mikey has more potential to be a mass monster. I think Chris has more of an aesthetic potential. So I think Chris could have more potential to have like more of a golden era Greek god type physique, and then Mikey to be more of like a freak of nature type of Lee Priest kind of guy. So that's kind of both their goals too. They both kind of want to head those directions with bodybuilding. I know Chris doesn't really want to take it to that next level, but Mikey's got that mindset where he's just like attack, 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 wants to get as big as he possibly can. Zach Jennings in 5 years of time. So I'm assuming he means like where do I see myself in 5 years? And in 5 years, I must have a pro card. I must. Like I don't care what it is, I will have that pro card. I will have that pro card, and hopefully I'll be in the upper echelons of the competitive realm by then. You know, that's plenty of time for me to get bigger, grow my body, get better, and be competitive enough to compete at the upper level. But that's putting me at like about 27 years old, so I'll be like right in my prime. So like 5 years from now should be my bodybuilding prime, where my muscles are peak, you know. So that's my goal for 5 years, just basically like an IFBB pro card, competing at a high level. And then for like social media growth, I see myself honestly, like people call me crazy, I see myself with 1 million plus followers in 5 years, just like, you know, having 1 million followers, owning businesses off for my own self, like clothing brands, supplement brands, something like that down the line. I'm not sure what it is yet. We gotta figure out where my path takes me, but that's kind of where I see myself. And also, like, I just really want to have like friends that I come up with and like grow with and like just do this with, because it's like social media where I'm from, it's like it's not a real thing. Like it's really hard to do what we do, and like to become an influencer, it's like it's kind of a anomaly. So to have like other guys like especially like the trench twins and stuff. So I hope that, you know, we stay really close friends and we can grow together, compete together, do all that fun shit. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you just want like a bro to do like bodybuilding stuff with and to live the legacy with. Like even if it's just like you're doing it for fun, it's always so much more fun having training partners and having someone along with you on the journey, rather than just like training and being isolated alone. It's never as good as with your buddies, man. Like you're training with the boys is literally like probably one of the best things that this world can offer. Like the vibe you get when you take pre with your friends, you guys get locked in, you guys listen to the same music, you guys hype each other up, you guys yell at each other, you guys crush your previous goals in the gym. Nothing's more fulfilling than that shit. Like, that shit is like some of the things that we live for in this world, and I swear, like, every gym bro, like, when they die one day, they're gonna be like, those were some of the best moments of my life, I promise you. Like, when someone's yelling at you and you're hitting your PR, like, nothing tops that shit, for real. Someone asks, how much do you weigh and at what body fat? Right now I'm currently sitting at like 246 pounds, and I would say I'm like around like 15-16% body fat if I had to guess. I don't know if that's accurate, but I'm really not that fat right now. Like, I kept it tight. I still have a tight core. My abs look nice still. Like, they're getting a little bit blurry, and, you know, I'm starting to get a little fat on my arms. So I don't like that, but I'm starting prep soon, and it doesn't really bother me knowing that I'm about to blast cardio and like start dieting again, because right now is my time to just mentally clear my head, enjoy myself, and just live my life and like go out, spend time with my girlfriend. Like, when I was on prep, you can't go to the bars and get drunk and like do all that crazy shit that you want to do with your friends, and you become like very isolated and alone sometimes. So it's good for me to get away for just a little bit from all that dieting stuff, eat some nice food, go hang out with friends, go party, go drink, go do whatever the fuck I want, and live like a normal, you know, young man's life for just a little bit of time before you get back to your disciplined lifestyle. So I definitely needed that mental clarity, that mental refresh, in order to be able to go back on prep soon, like I do plan to. Someone commented, "Is it grippy?" Bro, I swear, some of you guys are being for real, honestly. Like, I think some of you guys are not even joking, which is like, it's the scary part, but some of you guys are actually on here and being serious when you're saying that. What has been your biggest inspiration in making content? Honestly, like, when I started posting content, it was for no other reason other than the fact that I had passion for bodybuilding. I wanted to share it with everybody. So like, when I first started social media, I wasn't even popping off. Like, I would just post because I just loved sharing my journey, sharing my results. People kind of make fun of me. People would be like, why the fuck is he keep posting shirtless pictures? Why is he posting his lifts? And I was doing it because that's how much I love bodybuilding and training and, you know, lifting. What legacy do you want your last name to hold? I'd like to have a legacy where, you know, I just made a big impact on people, inspire people to do what I do, and just like lift heavy ass weights. Honestly, like, I want to inspire people to hit the gym, basically, like, just be better themselves every single day in the gym, and just like be who they are. Like, I want people to not be stuck in a box and live to the expectations that other people have for them. I want people to live life for themselves and become the best version of themselves that they want themselves to be. Not what anyone else wants you to be, not what your mom, your dad wants you to be. I want you to be the best version of yourself, and I want to inspire people to do that and to have the courage to do that. And also, I want people to just better themselves in the gym and become the best version of themselves through the gym, where it's like putting on muscle, getting stronger. All those things, I just want to be a big fuel of inspiration so that people can achieve those, and, you know, if they're losing motivation, to watch one of my videos and to get that spark of motivation if they need it. So I want to be an inspiration from the gym. I would like to become one of the best bodybuilders, obviously. You know, there's no guarantee with that, but I'm going to work my ass off and share the journey with you guys as I'm on that road to getting there. So even if I fail over and over again, I'm going to keep trying, I'm going to keep going after it, and I won't really give up, because, you know, that's what life's about. It's like, if you want to win one day, you got to fail a few times to get there. I appreciate all you guys who are using my code on Gorilla Mind Young LA. Everyone's support is greatly appreciated, and it helps me a ton, helps me with the companies, and I love anyone who is helping me out. And, like, you know, if you guys send me a screenshot of your orders with either of those companies, I will personally thank you and, you know, talk to you and stuff. It just means a lot to have that support, and for anyone who uses my code, I'm super appreciative. Every Monday and Thursday, new videos are dropping. I've stuck with it so far, ever since January started. That's my New Year's resolution, is to be more active on YouTube. So here we are, and yeah, the responses for my videos, the comments that you guys leave, make my day, you know, inspire me to keep pushing and keep bumping out this content. I'm glad that I'm impacting you, like everyone who's watching. Like, people are saying such nice things, and saying that my videos are entertaining, they like them. So all that positive support just fuels me, makes me want to go succeed and, you know, do crazy things and just like keep pumping out these videos. Like, it means the world to see those kind of comments for me. So thank you guys, anyone who's dropping these comments below. It helps the algorithm, it helps the channel. You guys are the GOATs for commenting. Thank you guys so much for all the comments you guys leave and everything like that. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.